Alright, chat. Let's chat about the market, man. This is the first time I'm doing this. I need to get a little mount. I think I'll get a little mount, but look at the fucking views, boys. Oh my gosh, crazy to think like a couple years ago I was just chilling in Nottingham. I thought I'd be a professional fucking rugby player, and now look, man. It's a good job they cancelled the funding for that, innit? Otherwise I'll be in the cold right now, running around. Still would have enjoyed it though. But let's talk about the market, right? How is the crypto market? Now, you might have to deal with a little bit of background noise and stuff like that, because obviously we're in Thailand right now. So expect some tuk-tuks and some driving and stuff. But crypto is great. You know, we've seen a little bounce in the market. We also seen the Monad launch. I know a lot of you guys made some great money on that from the live streams and the call outs. You know, that play, the strategy that we like to do on the 80% corrections from the pre-sale, break below the value area low for a spring pattern and a bounce, does really, really well. In fact, it even happened on Fartcoin. I don't know if you guys were analyzing Fartcoin for the spring pattern, but Fartcoin's up 90% since then as well. So yeah, across the board, very, very, very good. You know, there's been some rumors, I don't even know if it's a fact, that Gary Gens is being fired right now. So I think that, you know, we should have a relief rally now, especially if you also look at the sell volume on BTC. A lot of people nuked that dump. Whether they were in significant profits or significant losses, there was a lot of sell pressure on that dump, right? So in my opinion, I think that the next few days, even maybe few weeks, are going to be pretty good for crypto. But I honestly think it's going to be a time to short. The trend is down, and you know, crypto, bro, we like to sweep the lows as well. You know, so even if that was the bottom, right? Let's say the last dip that we had was the bottom. If that is the case, of course the bottom's going to get swept again, right? Or at least come close to it, like the body of the candle. So you know, that will drag down altcoins a lot, maybe even to new lows. We know that, you know, Bitcoin's the strongest. Bitcoin will put in a higher low. Alt sometimes might put in lower lows, so be careful with that. You know, there's some people in the trenches right now in ridiculous amounts of profit. Make sure to take them. Okay, always take your profits too soon. It's better than too late. You know, I know a lot of people want to perfectly time the top, but how many times are we realistically going to be doing that? If you just take your profits too early, it's better than too late, right? So that's number one, right? I would say that market's strong. Bounce is going to come. Look for your 618 levels. Try catch some shorts if you're not already in long positions, and don't really trade breakouts. I think the Monad trenches are pretty dry. You know, I've seen the co-founder of Monad and the founders of Monad. They don't really know how to push memes. They're even buying meme coins and they're getting zero motion. You're talking about a guy that was the team of Jump Capital. If you don't know Jump Capital, they're kind of like the Wintermute, right? Billions of dollars flooding through the markets. The guy's managing that, and he can't even push a fucking meme coin past 200k. So I don't know if the Monad trenches are going to be popping. They had a 10 mil runner, but that was the number one coin on the list that I sent in. So I don't know if we'll see that again. I've already bridged back. On GMGN there's a new feature where you can just convert and, you know, bridge back and forth. So I've already bridged back. I'll keep like $1,000, $2,000 at 8th runner. You might have seen it on the KO scan today at 8th runner. Maybe that does okay. But bar that, I'll be focusing on the Solana trenches. I'll be probably live streaming a little bit here and there. And then I'll mainly be looking for leverage plays. I think right now, the value area high. So just as the value area lows was what we was looking at before, now we're going to be looking at sweep of value area highs for a lot of these coins. So it's easy to spot. If you haven't already watched my tutorial on how we like to trade, watch it. If not, just look for liquidity levels. Go on liquidity heat map, look for where the key liquidities are, wait for it to get swept, short, right? That's personally what I personally think anyway. So with that being said, guys, appreciate you. If you like the new style, let me know, and I'll give you a motivational quote right now. If you want to change the world, change yourself. A lot of people on social media right now, They always want to talk about other people's opinions. They want to talk about life so hard. They want to talk about the government. You know, people always seem to want to complain about things that are outside of their control. The only thing that you can control is yourself and how successful you can be. I used to think, oh, why don't a lot of people believe in me? You know, why aren't people listening to this and that? You know, people don't believe in the goals, etc. And then I realized it's actually simple as focusing on changing myself, focus on what I can control, what I can achieve. And when I took that energy that I was putting out externally on other people and other things and other opinions, and started to put that energy to myself, that's when life started to change. And I promise you that can change your life too. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the trenches. I'll be live streaming later on.